So back in late 2016 or early 2017, I used to live in a small town near Sacramento in California. It was a really small town, but everyone was really friendly for the most part. There was some bullies like there is everywhere, but I mean it was a nice town. It was a nice community where I was friends with everyone basically. Everyone was really nice to me. It was a great time. So I moved down there, graduating high school, and I couldn't find a job, and I was going through a sort of rough time with financial issues and things like that. So, um, since it's 21 to smoke down there, and it was illegal for me to smoke tobacco down there, I still did it, but um, I think that's just kind of stupid. 18 is everywhere else, 21 down there. But that does not give you an excuse to break the law just because I said so. Anyways, he said I don't have any cigarettes, but I do have this, and he showed me a little bit of pot. And I said, well, fuck it, you know? It's a once in a lifetime thing. I'll probably never do it again. Um, it's a good thing to try at least once. That's what I thought at the time. So we went to a little hiding spot nearby, which was actually behind a Mormon church. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes, behind a Mormon church, smoking the devil's lettuce. Best decision. I mean, it was just kind of like a normal place. It was off season, and that's where I chose to smoke for the first time, which was probably a bad idea for me to have ever picked up that first joint. Um, which I'm saying this in future reference for you guys to make sure you guys don't do this stuff because it is a bad thing. Well, we sat down, he pulled it up, he rolled out one of his cigarettes, and he started filling it with weed. And I was like, okay. I mean, this works too. I've never seen it do like this. I didn't know much about like what you could do with weed or how you smoke it or anything like that. All I know is you could smoke it like a cigarette, and that's apparently exactly what we did. We smoked one joint, and 15 minutes later, I wasn't really feeling anything. So I asked him to roll another one. And so he did. He rolled another one and we smoked that. And after another 15 minutes, I still didn't feel anything. And at this point, I think it was just really stupid. Like, I should have just stopped right there. Because I should have processed in my mind that it kicks in after a little bit. At least for your first time. It kicks in after a little bit, not 30 minutes for two joints. No, like you gotta relax. But no, I didn't think that. I didn't think that at all. And so then he pulled up. If you aren't getting high yet, then you take a hit of this, and if you're not high by then, I don't know what to tell you. And it was a wax. It was a wax pen, and I didn't know what that was. It was. I heard it was pure THC one time, so I was like, okay. So it's just pure concentration of weed. I took a very, very large rip of that wax pen, and that was probably the worst decision I could have made at that time. It was it was really stupid. Just saying, by this point, I have smoked two joints, two cigarette-sized joints, and one large hit off of wax. And just saying, this is my first time ever smoking weed before, and I've never had any experience with being high before this at all. So it's an extremely hard thing to process, even though you can't process it because you're high. But it's just a weird thing to realize. So after 20 minutes, I was sitting there and I started to feel really weird. Like everything was really slow. The birds were chirping. I could hear everything more clearly, and it was just like, okay, I think it's starting. And then give it another 5 minutes, right? And my legs started to feel really weird. And I was wondering for like 5 minutes, why is my leg feeling this weird? And I got up, I stood up, and my leg was frozen. Like you know how it is when it's asleep, when your leg's asleep. That's what happened. It was. That's what happened to me, because when you sit on your leg for that long, because I didn't realize I was sitting on my leg, your all blood flow's lost to your leg, and I thought it was the weirdest thing. I thought I was freaking out. I thought my leg was gonna fall off or something. I was having a pretty bad high, pretty bad first high. After that instant, that I got cleared up. Basically, I started to get really, really thirsty, and we didn't have any water or Gatorade or anything like that near us at all. We didn't have any sort of liquid, not even a hose, and my throat was closing up, and I remember this. It was actually really scary. My throat was closing up, and I couldn't breathe very well. And luckily, there was a gas station across the street, and there was a bathroom in it. Um, so, and it was from point A to point B, right? But between point A and point B, there was a large highway, and that was the biggest obstacle for this high that I have ever thought of, that I never thought of that would ever happen. But it was. Long story short, I couldn't run. I forgot how to run, and I walked across the highway. My friend he was extremely high as well. He was laughing really hard that I was just walking, and I was just walking across the highway. I was just enjoying my surroundings while I was freaking out at the same time. Um, my legs just was walking. I couldn't make him run. It was just hard. I had my aviators on. I had my hat. I had just all my stuff. I looked like a total 80s, 90s stoner. That's a deadbeat kid, basically. And it was really funny because my friend, he was just laughing his ass off. I've never seen him laugh that hard before, but it was that great. So we got to this gas station. I went inside of the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, and that's when I saw my eyes. My eyes were they looked like something straight out of Satan's porno collection. It was terrifying. Like my eyes were bloodshot red. And it was pretty freaky at first, and I was like, well, this is cool. Doing what a normal high kid does, just wondering about himself all the time. And it was fun. Um, After that, I kind of left the bathroom, bought a drink from the gas station, and walked to the nearest Taco Bell. And once I got in that Taco Bell, I ordered a large chicken nugget. I can't remember exactly, but it was a KFC slash Taco Bell thing, so you can order chicken nuggets, by the way. So basically, I got there, I was at the cash register, I pulled out my debit card, and I forgot how to swipe the card, and this cash register is just laughing her ass off, because she knows it. She knows that I'm really high. But thing is, she can't really prove it or do anything about it, so she kind of just guides me to pay for my own thing. And I was like, okay, this is how it works. All right, thank you. So I did that, and then she called my name, and I was like, okay, cool. Let me get my food. I grabbed my food. I sat down with my friend, that he also got food, and I ate my food like really fast, and because I didn't know like how fast I was eating, and how because I didn't feel appetized at all. I didn't feel like my stomach was getting fuller and fuller. I felt like it was just not moving. And I was like an endless, bottomless pit or something. So I finished my food pretty fast, while my friend Alex, he was slowly eating because he was enjoying his high, like really a lot. He liked it. He was really enjoying it. And this guy, he's a total pothead. He smokes every day, but for some reason today he was extra high. And this was my first time, so imagine just how insanely high I was flying in space. And it was like God came down and smacked a holy hell out of me or something, because it was amazing. So he's eating really slowly. He realized that I'm out of food, and so he picks up a chicken nugget, and he tries to give it to me, but I can't understand what he's doing. I was just thinking he's holding a chicken nugget out to me, like just showing me it. And I was like, "What's wrong with it?" And he was like, "Nothing." And I was like, "There's something wrong with it." The basic stoner talk. and it was pretty funny. Eventually, I just ended up taking it because then I realized what he was trying to do. Um, and after that, I was really high for about 8 hours. Um, I skated down to a not a Mormon church, but another church where my friend would eventually come and pick me up. And I didn't remember that entire skate there at all. I kind of just remember like skating there, and the vibrations on the concrete and my board felt really good on my feet, and it was a great feeling. I kind of do love that. I do miss that, but it is a bad thing. Addiction is a bad thing, and if you are below the age of 18 or 21 and you're smoking weed already, like, go to school. Parents need to beat their kids. Please go to school and stop doing shit like that because you think we're stressed. I wanted to do it to have fun because it was great, and I was 18, and it is kind of legal in California now for 21, but you know, but he picked us up, and this is the first time I've ever heard music when I was that high, and my body instantly dropped. And by instantly drop, when you have those dreams where it's like you're falling, where you get launched really high in the sky or something and you start falling? That's what I was feeling, but it wouldn't stop because I was feeling that while listening to music. And every time the bass hit or something, it would just bounce back and bounce back. I was like, wow, this is insane. This is a ride. This is a roller coaster right here. But that was it. That was that was my story, my personal story about my first time getting high. And like I said at the beginning of this video, make sure you don't do that. Getting high is a very bad thing. And it's like, why? Why would you do it except for the reason to just chill down and have fun a little bit? Like, if you're 14, 13, go ride a bike. Go skateboard. Go ride a scooter. Go hang out with friends. Go try to kiss a girl. Don't don't be getting into bad stuff like that. It is a gateway drug, unless you are smart about it. And that is one of the main points of this video. Make sure you don't do shit like that. Make sure you stay clean for the most part. Make sure if you do get high, make sure it's for fun and not for stupid shit. Make sure make sure you're being responsible while doing it. And yeah, check out my latest video at the top right of the screen. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so when I post next, you guys can click on that video real fast. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.